Well, hello, Libra. Hope you're doing amazing. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. If you're new, hello. My name is Amber. Thank you for coming. If you're returning, thank you for being here and lending your energy to this community so these readings can be better. I appreciate you. And if you find anything here that you can use for January, go ahead and hit that like button. If you find something here that someone you know can use for January, share that with them. We love to share healing. Also, if you want to subscribe, you know where that button is down below. Hit that. If you need a private reading from me, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Links in the description box below, or you can go to this website right here. I'll be more than happy to do that for you, okay? So Libra, let's pray and get into your cards. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What do you have for Libra? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of for the month of January? Month of January for Libra, as above, so below. So we have complacency, despondence, and prayer. Okay, Libra, something didn't turn out the way that you would have liked it to. Okay. So what's interesting is the thing that you were basing everything on or focusing on was something that you were kind of just dealing with. It doesn't feel like it was something that you really, you eventually wanted it for some of you, but you were just kind of dealing with the situation. And I feel like you have the opportunity to be released from something and make your own decision based on what you want and not what you feel you have to do. Okay. So yeah, I feel like your intuition now in January is going to tell you that you have other choices besides the one you thought you had. It could be that obligation is keeping you to something, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just time for you to look at it differently. So sometimes we don't get exactly what we want, or things don't go the way we want it to, but there is something, I feel like there's something good coming out of it as long as you can change your thought process on the whole situation. Okay, that's as best as I can sum that up, but we'll get into the cards. Spirit, Libra, for January. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Sun, the Hermit, Four of Wands, or Four of Swords, excuse me, Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay. All right, Libra. So what's interesting is I'm getting a few messages. So it felt like in the past you felt like you needed to take control of something and be in it 100%. Okay. But now it's about you taking control of the situation, what's best for you and your future. I see that you want like family. Some of you may be geared towards family or being in a relationship or something like that. It's like you want something to hold on to or something to build. Make sure that it's exactly what you want though, and you're not just settling for something. Okay, that's the big thing that I'm seeing. So it feels like in the past, emotionally, you had to walk away from something, okay? Or let something go. And whatever this is, it puts you in deep thought about yourself and about how you want to move forward in the future. Okay. So I feel like you have an idea of what it is that you want to do. For a lot of you, it feels like you want to put a rest to running away from something emotionally. And this is the way that you feel like you need to do it, by moving forward on whatever this is in the future. Maybe having another child, or something to do with children, or being with somebody that has been influential in your life for quite some time. I feel like you've been or known this person for a while or something of that nature. And you're like, well, since I known them, why not? But it just feels very complacent, like the card says. It just feels very, you know, when you think about your future, it's like this was already there. So why not? That's what it feels like. But I feel like put aside what you think you should do and do what you want to do. Okay. I'm going to suggest that you do some time thinking and being by yourself for a minute. And for some of you, you're going to realize that you need to walk away from this emotional thing that you feel attached to out of obligation. Because just think, do you want to invest more time and energy into this in the future? Because it once made you happy or not? So it's time for you to take risks. And I feel like when you go within, do some thinking, gain some wisdom about who you are and what it is that you truly want moving forward, you need to take a risk on that. And I feel like there's some fear that may be holding you back from that, because you don't either like to be alone, or you don't want to disconnect yourself from a situation that once made you happy. So with these two cards here next to each other, you have an opportunity to take a risk for your happiness, like your 100% happiness, the thing that fills you. And I feel like you need to take a moment or a break from an obligation to someone or something so you can make that educated decision, okay? I do feel like your thoughts or ideas on what once was great for you doesn't seem that way when you think about investing in it in the future. It's not exactly what you want. That's what it feels like to me. You might not think that now, okay? But as you move forward in the month, it feels more and more that it starts to unfold, that something bad happened or something didn't work out for the best. You start to accept that more. Yeah, you felt obligated. It's like you felt obligated, or like you must do something with the King of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like it took you a minute to get yourself in the mindset to deal or agree with whatever this is. And you did it to keep the balance, or to keep things going right or well balanced. Yeah, so you moved forward and things didn't work out. I feel like there was some hesitancy. Yeah, a really hard time. Lots of hard communication, hard thoughts, things to think about your future. Because you found balance in what this is out of like complacency. Right? So you lost something, the part of whatever this is that made you happy or made you want to stay in this situation. But you're still holding on because of that moment of happiness. Like it could have meant something, but that part is over. I feel like that part is over for you. You know, like that has ended. It's done. And it's time for you to really do some inner thinking about how the future is going to be without that moment. Okay? Yeah. I feel like because of all the things that have happened to you, Libra, and you having to make a big decision about moving into something big, like maybe a relationship, children, a home, a car, a new job, something like that. You're doing some thinking about how things are going without whatever this thing was. I don't know how to put it. Like how the future is going to look. You're tired of being hurt. You're tired of things being bad. You're tired of cycles ending. You know? You're ready to make a move in your life or to make things better. So I feel like you're taking a rest from this bad energy or bad things that have happened in this situation or you, to figure out what it is that you really want. Because you feel like something is missing or something is off. And you need to listen to that feeling. Okay? Yeah, you're thinking about what you're investing in, because now you don't feel that bliss or that happiness or that family pull like you felt before. And it could be that you're afraid to make other people unhappy by the decisions that you're making. Okay? But you're inspired to look at this differently. For some of you, you want to try to invest to make things, like to bring that spark back since it left. You hadn't been taking control of the situation, especially with the Emperor in reverse. It's like you were taking more of a passive approach because of how everybody was feeling. And at that moment, you had an inspiration for this. But now it's about you taking control about your future and taking control from your family or from people that have things to say about what you do. Yeah. So you're taking a risk from those people and not nurturing what they say. They're saying things out of love and care, but it just doesn't fit you. It hasn't been working for you. So you want to find out what works for you personally. Some of you may have met someone new, okay? But you're clearing out the illusion of what was or what could have been here, what other people were saying, and really focusing on you. Like I said, you are going to spend some time to yourself to figure out what you want to grow in the future. And you're going to start to act upon that. The Wheel of Fortune comes because you're accepting change. The change that you should have accepted a long time ago. Now you're accepting that change because you want to be victorious, okay? Some of you are going to break up with someone because you don't want to be with them. You want to be single. Well, here's the thing. It's not that you want to be single. You don't want to be single. But you know that individually, you're not 100%. Okay? So you are aware that you're aware of that fact and know that you need to make some changes. I do feel like it's a frustrating decision to have to make, and I feel like other people are going to be frustrated with you. But you don't want to do... Yeah, I feel like you got to figure out how to... You're trying to figure out how to make everyone happy, and it's not about everybody. It's about you. And what helps you get balanced, Libra? It's almost like even though you didn't want this to happen, even though you didn't want this situation to be the way it is, it's for your best interest. Yeah, you've definitely been over accepting something, and it's time for you to take control, right? It's like you've been letting something happen or go on for way too long. It's almost to an excessive point that you've been letting other people or someone else take control, and now you need to take control of the situation. And it could just be through obligations that they're in control. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be barking orders at you or anything. But I feel like your idea of family that you had, there's a couple things. Your idea of what you thought family was going to be like for you was not what was right for you. You just accepted it. Okay. Also, your family is really trying to tell you what to do, and that's not good for you either. So it's really about you finding balance within yourself and acting upon it, you know? Okay. So Libra, I'm going to put you on hold, and then we're going to go into your oracle cards. All right, Libra. So let's get into your oracle cards for January. You have 3 and 5. That's 8, the first chakra, Archangel Michael. We have release, 2 and 7. That's 9. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. And your higher self would like you to know what in January, Libra. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Okay, Libra. So this is about you finding your happy space, and where it is that you really truly want to be and don't feel obligated to be in. Okay. It's just time for you to find your happiness in January. You know, you fulfilled your obligation, whether you know it or not. Okay. And now it's time for you to get back or snap back to reality about yourself and your wants. Okay. So it does feel like to me that you're going to be rebuilding. And you just have to be actively rebuilding or actively doing things. Of course, this is going to cause change, and you don't really like change so much. But it's also going to help you find balance and move forward into a more abundant future. Okay. Release the things that you can release now. It's over. Okay. Tie up the loose ends if you feel like you need to, but you can release it. It doesn't have to be your forever spot right now. Right. You fulfilled your obligation. They keep saying to me. Okay. You balanced, you did what you needed to do, you gained your knowledge and your wisdom, and now you can move forward. Okay, so it's like collect the lesson and the wisdom and let it go. Okay, now in love, I do feel like you feel really sad about leaving someone, but Spirit is there to help you through the transition. You're not obligated. It just keeps coming out to me that you're not obligated to this. Okay? You know, like I said, there's a healing. Accept, collect the wisdom and release it. That's the big thing for you, Libra. So I'm going to leave that there. I love you so much, and I will see you next month. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below, or you can go to this website here. I'd be more than happy to help you. I love you. Bye-bye.